That is the sound of a big beer. You know what I've noticed? No Punts allowed, Adam and Paige. I've been going with the traditional 12-ounce cans. Like, that's all I had here in the little mini fridge. But we've upgraded. If you're watching on YouTube, which you should be, and you should be subscribing, then you'll see this delicious half-acre daisy cutter. Just a delightful offering. Delightful beer.
As like my voice is going this week, so I'm drinking hot lemon water with honey.
Let's be honest. We do this most pods where it's like, flare goes up, alcoholic alert, and you're like, yep, glass straw.
Glass straw. No glass straw today, which is huge.
No, that's good. All right, so we are back. You know what's weird already is writing week 4 on stories.
Very weird. It feels very odd. Like, I was off this weekend. I got to watch games as a fan and not like be working. And it was so bizarre how like week 3 outcomes were like sending me. Like, so much of it was like, this is the reaction that we have to, Georgia beating Tennessee and Tennessee losing in that awful way. Notre Dame, okay, what do we think of Notre Dame now? Like, Clemson, officially, like, we can nix it, we can be done. We can put that to bed, like, even though we tried last week. Like, there was just so many things that I felt like I normally don't feel that way so early in the season.
It is when you're not, when we do this job, and you're like removed from your couch or even when you're at a game, by the way, I feel like I have serious FOMO. I am like totally missing out. I feel like I'm uninformed. It's actually, we talked about this in Slack during one of the weeks a couple of weeks ago, because we're like, man, I know I don't have to write for like 7 hours, but here I am, because I'm like, what am I going to miss? Right? Like that is the question of what I was going to miss. Well, what you didn't miss, because we were texting about it, was Clemson looking like absolute pony shit against Georgia Tech. Bad, right? And I think at this point we've dissected the bad. And then, of course, and I'm trying to pull up the actual quote, unless you have it, we had Dabo do this thing he does every, 18 months or so.
I feel like this was very unusual for him. Well, I feel like it's unusual for Clemson fans because they know that he is probably the best they're going to get. And this isn't like a fireable offense, which feels weird to say, but like he would go coach somewhere else and somewhere huge would want him to coach for them and they would be very successful, in my opinion.
I want to say yes to those things, and I think I would say yes.
You don't think he'd be scooped up by another Power 4?
I think he'd be scooped up. I don't know if it would work immediately. Like, I don't. Like, I wish I had more confidence in saying that. I'm not sure why. No, but I think
he could get like a sub 500 program to like, 8 wins, 9 wins,
It's interesting because he's not like a brilliant schematic guy.
No, he's not.
Right?
And Trevor Lawrence recently just said that.
Like, he's not like a Ryan Day or, an Elko who, I don't know, maybe he needs to do a better job at the thing he does, but still winning. But he's not like one of those guys where you're like, okay, if we bring Ryan Day and our offense is going to be exponentially better. It's really interesting. Like, you're right. He would be coveted, but I think his relationship with the audience is a little bit mixed. So here's the quote, by the way. So here's one of the quote. God, he likes to talk a lot. There's so many quotes, but here's one. And I want to make sure that this is new because I feel like he's said some forms of this, although it's over time. I hate reading, but I love reading for everyone out there, especially you, because I'm going to fuck it up. All right. And I quote, listen, I know everyone is frustrated, but 17 years, we have had one bad season. That's up for discussion. The worst season we've had in 14 years is 9 wins, and it happened one time. It's not that we haven't had bad moments. I'd say this is a low and a bad moment. We've been in this situation many times. We're a great program because we have always responded. How many ADs would sign up for the worst season in 14 years being 9-4? Nebraska is like fucking yes. We know what you're talking about. That is the risk. Now, I want to get to the part, I'm trying to find it, where he's basically like, if you want to fire me,
he was here. I'll read it to you.
Fire me.
I'll read it to you. I have it. Because I this one was my favorite part of the whole thing. because it's just so hilarious. I didn't even hear him say it. I just read the quote. I'm 55. I'll go somewhere else and win. I ain't going to the beach. If 55. Clemson's tired of winning, they can send me on my way. That's my thing, is that like that is a very cocky way to look at it, which, by the way, I don't know that we've heard him talk much like that about himself. But to that point that he was making about how much they've won and how successful they've been, I do think there are a lot of football programs that would be like, okay, he can attract the coordinators that we need to do it. I think
I guess I don't know what saying that. What purpose does it serve? You're not like, you know what? He's right. You're not saying it in a way that's endearing.
No,
you're leading to further alienation if this shit continues. And like, if Clemson is tired of winning, like, you just lost a really bad game and you've looked like shit. Like, now ain't the time to flex, bro. Like, this isn't credential time. This is a sport that you really live in the moment. I mean, it's unfair, but like, that's the way it is. So that's the part I found interesting, is because they have won big, and 9-4, all fair points. But by his own doing, he elevated the expectations, right? Like,
yeah.
Could you imagine if Kalen DeBoer said that? Like,
you know what I mean? DeBoer hasn't won national championships. So.
No, he hasn't. But like, saying like 9-4, like, come on, that's what I mean. Like, it's
well, no, because you're at the University of Alabama. This is Clemson.
But Clemson, other than Alabama and maybe Georgia, is the most elite program in like the last 15 years.
Let me ask this. Who do you think they bring into Clemson to be able to make Clemson great? And do you think that the donors and all of that can keep up with the NIL era, even if someone is going into the portal? Do you think that Clemson is that on the scale of college football programs?
I think Clemson has, Alabama's crying poor, right? Like, so like, this is a weird era where Texas Tech is going to just control the universe. No, I think you're right. I think that resource-wise, they're behind, but the expectations are still legit because, by golly, he helped create them. And I just don't think people want to fucking hear about it. Like, I don't know if you're right. 9-4 is a good year. And it's an interesting parallel to like Nebraska, which has like its biggest football game of the year, one of its biggest football games in a while, because we're saying like, is this the year that they can maybe win 9 games, right? Like, they're trying to get back to that. So I don't think he's wrong. I don't think it needs to be pointed out, especially when you look like hot dog shit.
Like, think about, a guy who's maybe coached at a program for like 20 years and stayed at a program, won, but hasn't really won a ton of titles in that conference, and maybe been a little brother. And
I just think, look, But like I think
are Iowa fans unhappy?
Yes, always.
You think that Iowa fans are genuinely unhappy,
buddy? After that Iowa State game.
Well, okay. I mean, in the sense that like I know this year you thought you got a quarterback. I get it. But in general,
why am I getting this?
I'm trying to give some comparison here. Who knew today would be like us debating what coaching?
I've always wondered, because Kirk Ferentz, congratulations to Kirk, winning his all-time Big Ten coach. Shout out to him. I've always wondered, like, what life would be like without him, because you don't know. Iowa's such a unique thing.
That's my point about Dabo, though, is I think that Clemson fans, like, sure, you've obviously been more successful in one national championship, so it does change the level of, like, you should be successful. On paper, Clemson's roster is elite. And, like, yeah, it might be Dabo that is holding them back right now from being successful, 100%. But in terms of what you could get to come to that program and how you fix it, it's kind of you kind of had your moment. It's almost like, this is college football. Welcome to the show.
I just think it then we can move on. This is actually a fun discussion though, because I honestly, we've been back and forth on Dabo. I like Dabo. I think he's good for the sport. I think he's interesting. I think he's a compelling figure. I'm not like, this is like, I'm not, no, but like, it's not endearing. You lost a really ugly game. You've looked like shit. You could say, you know what? We've won a lot. I got to do better. And like, everyone will be like, okay, because that's all we care about.
Yes.
Not like whether you're going to the beach or not.
Let me clarify. I don't think his comments were necessary, but I also don't understand why people want him fired right now. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, give it through the season and see what happens and then kind of think about it. But I don't even think then with that relationship and how things have gone that this is the year that you do it after making the college football playoff. You know, that's why I'm like, the criticism, because the criticism is there. The conversation has started. I think the conversation's not warranted yet. That was just my point. I wasn't defending his comments. I don't think he really should be talking. But also at the same time, like, he was successful at the same time as like Saban in like the latter years.
Yes.
And it's like, he might be part of that group that like kind of gets left behind by college football. And it's not just portal specific stuff. Because like, you cannot get in the portal, but you can develop elite talent that you've recruited because he's a great recruiter. And sometimes, like, being able to develop that talent needs to be the priority, and that's not what's happening. That's the problem. Yeah, it's not even the portal part. It's just the developing of talent part.
This isn't the hot seat talk. You're right. Like, they're not firing him. I don't know what his contractual situation is. I'm sure he'd be owed a ton of money.
Like, why do I feel like he had like a lifetime contract or something ridiculous? Not lifetime, but
I don't know why he feels the need to call chicken.
I think so. I believe someone asked him the question.
But you could sidestep that and be like, look, man, we got to get better. I'm not thinking about that. I love this program. I've been here a long time. Like, I got to do a better job. Just read off the script. Like, I'm not going to the fucking beach. Like, no, man.
Well, he's saying like, he's going to go coach somewhere else if that's the case. It's not like you're going to push him out. Which, you know what? I kind of appreciate. He's turning. He's changing. He's turning. He's getting mad.
Like Dabo coaching another program? How fucked up? Like, I'm trying to think of like Dabo coaching.
He'd have to go to Texas.
Rutgers.
No, he couldn't coach in the Big Ten.
I'm telling you, I think that the interest in him would not, and I say this without reporting, I think teams would be worried because while he's won huge, you could look at and say, like, for a big program that's expected to win titles, which to your point, Clemson isn't necessarily that. Is this the guy to do it?
Maybe SMU and Clemson do a swap.
Who just used the fucking transfer portal for the first time. He's not exactly like bedazzling as like, here's what a modern coach looks like. Is that the right way to use bedazzling?
Bedazzling. I think it's dazzling. Bedazzling is when you put something on like a rhinestone. I think dazzling.
Dazzling.
That's what you were.
It's probably a writer thing, should know. All right, anyway, let's talk Georgia Tech real quick too. So the other side of this, like, hey, Georgia Tech, awesome. This team is fun.
Yes.
I feel like Haynes King just is never going to survive this season because they are just running him like it's hard to watch, quite honestly. Like, it's
yes.
I think eventually it's going to lead to their demise, like, because they have to keep this guy upright, and it's just it's a brutal. No, like, I really like him, but this is not like a long-term success plan with the way they use it.
You don't think they can make the college football playoff?
I think that they really need to make sure that they protect their quarterback. I think they can make the college football playoff. Although, I don't know, man. The ACC is a goddamn, like...
But their schedule, they don't play anybody. They literally don't play anyone of meaning in the ACC except for... And then they play Georgia at the end of the year. Look at their schedule.
So, if they lose that, okay, let's do this.
Okay, so if they lose that, they literally play... Are you ready? Temple at Wake Forest. So, Temple is a win.
Temple screwed me last week. All right, yeah, it's a win.
Win. Wake Forest, win.
Win.
Virginia Tech, win.
Super win.
Duke, sorry, win.
At Duke, though.
Oh, sure. I bought that. I bought into that. I bought into that a few weeks ago. I'm not doing it again.
I'm doing it this week.
Syracuse, okay. Syracuse, at home. Win.
That's a win.
NC State on the road.
At NC State and at Boston College are like things could go. I don't think this Georgia Tech team is that good. They almost lost to Colorado, who sucks. I think Clemson sucks. I gotta be honest. I think
Pitt. Okay, sure, Pitt at Georgia Tech.
Yeah, but that's at home. Pitt sucks.
I think
the schedule is bad, admittedly bad.
Thank you. I'm just saying. I think that this schedule lends toward them being okay. Because even to your point, even if they have a banged up Haynes King, which they have had, they could still win some of these games without him.
Don't you worry though? Like, it's week 3. And this dude is already looking like a 14-year NFL veteran, like just like hobbling around. Like it's what
because he's been doing that. He's been doing this. He played a whole season. He's been doing it.
It's what makes them really good. It's a really interesting question for them because
if they live or die through him, yes, like that is yes. If he gets hurt, their season is crushed. But I
don't know.
The ceiling for me is very, very high.
Well,
like I said, Haynes King.
I just don't. Think
by the way, that's fine. You don't have to think they're that good. I just don't think they play anybody that good.
Their path is legitimate.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
He had 25 carries last week.
Yeah, I know.
That is not the path for long-term success.
They almost beat Georgia last year.
What a goddamn
8 overtimes, but that was so fun. But like, imagine that though, like you and I mentioned this to you in the pre-show part of our conversation, that I was looking at Heisman odds and just looking who's in front of him and what they have to play and do. He could really pad the stat sheet. He really could. And then you have an end of the season game where you're playing probably a top 10 opponent that you could have a Heisman moment for sure.
If Haynes King wins the Heisman,
oh boy,
I love this. Okay,
you're first gonna throw out something.
I love this on Twitter when people are like, if Florida State beats Alabama, I'll eat a bag of
taco.
A bag of dog shit on YouTube. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm like, I kind of want to do that. So this is up the stakes. I will eat.
Do you think, what about in top 3? Invited to New York.
I mean, that's not as exciting. Right now he's 35-1.
Yeah. He has better odds than Arch Manning.
Oh, buddy.
That was the joke.
Buddy.
Cade Klubnik. Still better.
If you're betting Arch Manning to win the Heisman right now, by the way, like, I think you have a problem. Like,
we're not going there. Okay, so what are you going to do if Haynes King wins the Heisman?
All right, I will. If he wins the Heisman, I hate mayonnaise. You know this because we've had mayo bets before, so I'm bringing it back to mayo. The next show, after he wins the Heisman, I will buy the biggest container of mayo I can get, and I will eat it with a spoon. The next show, the entire show, I'll eat it. I hate mayo. I don't even know if I can physically do this, but I will try. I will eat a tub of mayo.
Virtual handshake.
We did it. No dog shit, but for me, it is sort
mayo
of like
is the equivalent. So,
by the way, I don't know why I'm hating on everybody. I feel like that's what happens sometimes.
Let's continue. Let's go to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Let's continue this. Who also, by the way, could still make the college football playoff, but I don't think they will. I think they lose another game.
So, all right, Notre Dame is ranked, which is really stupid. Really
dumbest
really
thing of all time.
Now, my problem with this, like I was looking at Nebraska's schedule and Indiana's schedule, and they've been just playing idiots. No offense to those programs. Playing bad teams, paying lots of money. Notre Dame, who has a much better path moving forward, played Miami, played Texas A&M, lost by 4 combined points, and their season is now over. So they're actually doing the thing that we want teams to do, and it's going to cost their season. Why play anybody? And I know they're independent, so their situation is unique.
Yeah, theirs is unique. Somebody. If you're Notre Dame, you don't play. No. But even then, you limit who you play. You get 1 or 2 staple games on there. They have their quote rivalry game against USC, who's going to be ranked. You choose one of the big staple games to play in, and then that's it, because you don't play in a conference championship. Because really, say they didn't lose another game all season, they would still be in consideration for the college football playoff. There a lot of other things would have to happen for them to make it, but they obviously would need to be in at-large and all those things. But, I mean, they would still be in consideration for that because of their 2 losses.
Now, I know you schedule these. Yeah, you schedule these games in advance, too. So, like, you don't know Miami's going to be all of a sudden beastly.
I know, but Miami and Texas A&M.
Yeah, no, they're legitimate.
Like,
they're legitimate
can
programs.
we get UC Santa Barbara, who doesn't even have a team?
No,
That's what I'm saying. Like literally anyone, just like get a fake team. What was the like high school team that was made up?
Yes, yeah, no.
Like literally find a whatever team. A
do Indiana's schedule. Like do that. And Indiana's still doing it. Indiana's scheduling out for the next 12 years. Like we are playing shitheads for a while.
I would love for Notre Dame to go undefeated the rest of the season, and the College Football Playoff Committee have to worry about them in the playoff picture. But
they'll get it.
Really?
Yeah, it's Notre Dame. I'm not saying that because I think they should be in. I'm saying that because
I
know
to be
how
fair,
this
they don't
goes.
look like a terrible football team. Their defense needs some help, but I think they might lose to USC.
By the way, on the topic of quarterbacks, we're interested to win the Heisman. Marcel Reed is really fun to watch.
Yes.
Just chaotic, going to make mistakes. He and CJ Carr are going to do some like fantastic things. Probably one or two. Oh my God, what are you doing? But man, that was pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Yes.
Let's leave Ty Buckner alone.
Buddy. Poor guy. Just wanted to play lacrosse. Comes back and fucks up a whole season. I guess I didn't leave him alone now, but the guy just
the camera just constantly on him was wild. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
This guy right here ruined everything. Like, that is funny. Speaking of ruining everything, Tennessee. Okay, so what is a Tennessee fan going through right now? What do you think they're feeling?
I mean, just dread and sadness. They had that game. They really did. Kirby has it out. I said it in our preview videos for BR. Kirby has it out for Tennessee. Let me just choke.
It's funny that you choked.
Yeah, because so did Tennessee.
I
tried to say something nice about Georgia and I choked.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. It's the universe is telling me something. No, but I did in fact pick Georgia when we did those picks. And
I picked Tennessee.
I mean, you have to I know in the moment you're not thinking, wow, there's so many positives to take away from this. I said to you, I think they're probably the two best teams in the SEC. I know LSU is obviously very good, but I think in terms of like consistency from what we've seen this year, these two teams might be the best two SEC teams in terms of like, I know, what did they play? Like Austin Peay or whatever it was.
Yeah.
In Georgia, people were concerned. I still think in terms of consistency, they were by far, those two teams have been by far the best.
We'll give some credit to Gunnar Stockton.
Yes.
He's good. It's not like, again, we talked about it, I think on the AP poll show, him having to be replaced to throw a Hail Mary. It's like the starting quarterback at Georgia who can't throw it to the end zone was funny to me. Like, let's trot him out. But his game is solid. It checks out. He's played some huge matchups in his first, 5 games as starter in Notre Dame in there, where I thought nobody helped him out. I actually, God, we shit on the Georgia play calling a lot. We have for years. It's been like the whole thing with Georgia on that offense. I thought it was brilliantly designed. Zachariah Branch, this is how you use him. Like that was I thought really, really good. They did a lot of really good things. Nate Frazier's a beat. Like that's I just don't know offensively if Joey Aguilar is torching you. Granted, throwing some horrific passes too. Like, how does that check out? I don't necessarily disagree with you. They're the two best teams. Weirdly enough, I can't wait to see what Alabama does against that defense, albeit on the road. I can't believe I'm saying that, considering where we were a few weeks ago. But, Tennessee's got to find a way to not let this just completely
ruin their season,
torpedo them, because there's a lot still to go there.
Exactly, lots of opportunity, that's for sure. We had 2 coach firings in week 3. UCLA job is open, and so is Virginia Tech. Huge in week 3.
I mean, these schools,
not surprisingly,
have had, like, over time, some sizable college football success.
Yes.
Now, look, UCLA made that, like, they got Chip Kelly kind of screwed things up radically for them. The timing of leaving, so they bring in Foster. They're a financial disaster.
Yes.
That program's a mess. So in trying to think about what job is better, I would say Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
Like, I know you're in the ACC versus the Big Ten. Would you say Tech or would you go UCLA?
I would say Tech as well, just because of the fact that, like, to the point you made, the financial aspect of it.
They're a disaster.
Like, that's why they joined the Big Ten in the first place. That's why they were open to listening to that in the first place. So I mean, I also just loved the what was it, the Big Sky, where someone was like, UCLA joining the Big Sky, and they were like, no, thank you. Their conference account on X. Like, just bodying them. Like, it's so funny.
It is.
Like, it's funny, but also sad. But also, like, you know what, UCLA, this is your fault. I can't believe you did this to us. The Pac-12 could still be alive and well, and you ruined it.
This was a bad hire. They were forced into a bad situation timing wise, but they made a bad hire. I mean, this UCLA season, by the way, 43-10 to Utah. We'll talk about that in a little bit because I have thoughts. UNLV, you lose by 7. You lose to New Mexico by 25. Like, you at home, you have no choice but to fire him.
Yeah, at home really doesn't really matter.
Air quotes.
Yeah, like home to your. It's probably better to be away. There's more fans there. Sorry, UCLA, you're just really taking a beating right now. But I actually don't feel that bad.
Oh no, Vatek's not getting out of this one that easy. By the way, we'll give them some shit. Okay, I wrote preseason that Old Dominion was a team on the rise. If you are a degenerate and you follow Old Dominion, this is a team that has been playing some pretty good ball. They hung with Indiana in their opener, by the way. They only lost 27-14 against at Indiana, right? Like that. This team is not bad. 45-26 in Blacksburg. What a disaster. What a disaster. So yeah, both had to go. Do you pay Shane Beamer like $11 million a year? I know that's weird. I'm not even the biggest.
Don't even say it. Don't you say that on our podcast. How dare you?
I should say I'm not the biggest fan.
I love him.
I know this, but like
I stand him.
Because here's what you could do.
No, stay.
You could make him. I don't know if they have the money to do this, but you make him one of the 6 to 7 highest paid coaches in college football. He's not that, but you put him up there in a slightly like in that category. So above market, and then he's not going anywhere. The other name that's really interesting, it's funny because we were talking about writing a story, like who's going to be the next player turned coach, and now Mike Vick is being talked about.
I think he said no, right?
Did he say no? I saw his name.
I think he said no.
I don't think he's ready.
Yeah. I will say this, Virginia Tech should offer Beamer. I don't think that Shane Beamer leaves South Carolina.
But is it really that great of a job in South Carolina? Is that really a great job?
Wow. That is very offensive. I
would say yes. Serious. I think it's a good job. But every year...
You're in the SEC. You're with the big boys. You're going to get consideration for an at-large bid if you finally get the schedule to match with your potential. In the SEC, which you can.
Yeah, but more times than not, you're not operating on the same budget as other. Now they've gone out and got.
But again, then you'd be operating on the same budget as Miami and Florida State and Florida. I guess not Florida, but Florida State and Miami.
I mean,
no,
they are. I know that they're. I think this season.
Clemson? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I want to look at their schedule. I think South Carolina, by the way, it could go a little sideways. I don't know do we know the status of Lenora Sellers?
I think they're trying to allude to the fact that he's playing. I don't think he's playing, and even if he does play, I don't have a lot of faith.
The point spread has come down. The point spread is saying that he's going to play.
The point spread was 13.5 Mizzou the last time I saw it.
Now it's
Has it
10.
Come down?
Yeah, now it's 10.
Okay, so here's the thing about that. It's because I think Pete Thamo reported on Wednesday morning saying he's he was practicing and then he was like good. He showed no I don't know.
That's a quarterback is playing line move. Like,
yes, but also I think people are trying to hedge their bet here, literally, in the sense of like if he does play, then they certainly have a better chance of covering. But
let's
don't know.
They are 2-1, and they play at Missouri this week. I know what you think is going to happen in that, because we're recording a video on it. By the time people listen to this, loss. They play Kentucky. That's going to be a win. They play at LSU. Loss. South Carolina, LSU. Oklahoma at home.
Could be feisty.
Alabama at home.
No, I don't think that they're going to make the college football playoff this year or anything like that. I knew their schedule was brutal. That's what I'm saying. You're like maybe a year or two away from getting a good SEC schedule where you get the like Texas version of the SEC.
Well, that's just one. I mean, this is why I don't know if he'd be married to this job, because I think it's like to keep up the pace at which he's set, which he's done a really good job. It's really hard to do. You've got to hit on a lot of players.
I would love to.
We're just disagreeing on
source.
Everything.
I would love to be the source that can confirm or deny that he would either stay or go, but because I think he's great.
I think it'd be awesome though. You go back to where your dad, you get paid a fortune.
Yeah, but like the whole point was he wanted to make his own name.
The environment's amazing. Yeah, but he's done that. He did a Mayo bath. Like he's I think no, I just think it'd be a win for all parties. I think it'd be a win for college football. And God damn it,
sure.
That's what I'm here. Sure is. We're just not gonna. We're gonna disagree on everything. All right, let's talk games.
Yes.
Bryce Underwood takes on Nebraska. I do not have this game in my locks. In fact, this game has tortured me all week. Now, I have some betting insight from neighbor Jason, the big Nebraska fan, who says he's putting a big bet in on Michigan because that way he either wins money or he's happy. Since we've talked about this on the pod before, I'm not an agreeer of this strategy with Jason. Not all the time. I understand it. Like, you're going to win no matter what. But, like,
just imagine the double joy you would get from winning a bet and Nebraska winning.
That's what I mean.
I mean, the double joy. I think that Michigan is going to win this game. Sorry, neighbor Jason, which he obviously agrees, but maybe he's just trying to, like, soften the blow for him. Is any part of you like a little bit like, I want to take Nebraska and I want to believe?
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're always,
Well, like, and not necessarily, like this is, I have conflicting feelings about Michigan too, because I think their quarterback, who I'm writing about this week, is amazing. I don't know if I like the rest of the pieces. Is this going to be a Bryce Underwood game? Like, that's the question. Last week, when they let him run, albeit against Central Michigan, it was it is amazing. So I don't necessarily, but I didn't love what I saw with Nebraska against Cincinnati either. I that's why I'm staying away from this game. It is stuck, as far as I can tell, around 2.5 points the whole week. I don't love it. I don't. I'm going to stay away. But either way, Bryce Underwood is going to emerge from this as the guy, or Nebraska is back. We are going to have narratives.
A big storyline.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yes.
Let's talk about Auburn, Oklahoma.
Yep.
Do you think that there is potential for Auburn to start the SEC gauntlet for Oklahoma early? Be like, hey, you maybe overlooked us as a tough opponent.
I have this game in locks, so we'll save it.
Okay.
But I think that the gauntlet does start here. Okay. I think Auburn has shown enough, and I won't tip my hand. And like, let's be honest, like Oklahoma had to play Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought Temple was going to be a letdown. It wasn't. They looked fantastic. You got Auburn, and then yes, truly. But I think the gauntlet begins here. No offense to Kent State, who they play in a couple of weeks. I think it starts here versus Texas. Okay. I really do.
Auburn?
Yes.
Versus Auburn?
Versus Auburn.
Texas.
I think it starts with Kent State No, I thought that's what I said.
No, you said their gauntlet starts with Texas.
I don't know. Producer Matt, when you're editing this, just make sure that was not said, even if that is. No, this is a tough game for them, and I think the points spread reflects it.
You were definitely looking at their schedule.
I'm panicking. I'm just panicking now. Now I'm just like, what other games?
Did you pick Utah, Texas Tech?
I have that one in there.
Yeah, what about Tulane, Ole Miss?
I do not have that in there.
Okay, let's talk about it. Thoughts?
Well, what do you like here? Because I'm struggling with this game too.
I would lean Ole Miss, but I could see Tulane causing this upset.
So they have two quarterbacks clearly that are good.
Yes. Austin Simmons is he hurt?
I think he was going to start.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure the whole point of him.
But he was hurt. Yes.
Yes.
He expects him to start. But what we saw last week was pretty goddamn impressive against a reasonably good opponent, right? Like, so this is a good problem to have. Although the defense last week did not look great. So the point spread here is 12.5. It seems a little high. I don't think that's a great sign for Tulane, which did not play a great game against Duke, but did win. So, again, I could see if I were to pick a side in this game, and I'm not for locks, I could see Ole Miss winning and covering here. If I had to pick a side, that's probably where I'd go.
Okay. Do you have Florida, Miami in your locks?
I should, because that line is just begging.
What's the line?
The line is only 7.5. That line is just begging for you to bet Miami, right?
Yeah.
Like, they just kicked the dog shit out of South Florida. Like Scott Van Pelt,
Florida,
I know,
coming
has
off
a contrarian mind. I just can't do it. I had Florida last week against LSU. My problem is I start to figure out, like, what is the state of Florida emotionally right now? Like,
I have no idea. But also, like, again, leave it to Billy Napier to, like, what if they do pull off this upset? Like, here we go again. This game is like so, it screams that. But Florida also plays Texas the week after, right?
Yes.
So,
yes, I believe so. We have to
it's just like one of those games where I just know Billy Napier is going to find a way. DJ Lagway, God, the interceptions as I knock over my computer.
It was hard to watch. You actually don't normally get to see someone throw 5 interceptions because normally by the third one, like, they're out of bench.
Yeah, so, no fair.
I think we jumped the gun a little bit on him.
Yes, I think also, like, we knew that he had made throws like that and really didn't make great decisions sometimes. I think we just thought that moving into your sophomore season, that stuff that, like, starts to go away.
Yes.
Do you have Indiana, Illinois?
I have that in my locks.
Okay.
I got that in my locks. We can transition to that now if you want.
Yes, we can go into locks.
All right. So, by the way, last week, so the week prior in my total locks written at Bleacher Report, so if you want the full locks, go to the Bleacher Report app or bleacherreport.com. We give you more or less half of them here. But from all of them, go check it out. How was that? Was that good?
The way your voice changed the tone. For all of them, go check it out.
Yeah. Very professional. So for the year on Bleacher Report, by the way, 19-13-1. Not bad. Now, here's the frustrating part. Last week, I was 6-4. I think at one point last week, though, I was 4 or 5-1. And then they just kind of fell apart. Florida fell apart. Just not good. But, so we got a couple winning weeks in a row. Auburn plus 6.5 at Oklahoma. I think you and I think this game's going to go somewhat similarly. I think that a lot's going to be made of Jackson Arnold coming back to Oklahoma. And I don't know. I'm not, I don't think that's going to be a thing. I do think he's a pain in the ass guy. I think he's a pain in the ass to defend. I think they're using him well. I think they have really good weapons. I think Auburn can hang here. Like, I can. Like, seeing what they did against Baylor, I don't know if you can fully contain the tier. I think they're going to keep him at least a little in check.
What's the line at?
The line is 6.5. And it has stuck at 6.5 all week.
Okay. I think that I would take Auburn to cover, but I'm obviously taking Oklahoma to win this game.
I think Auburn can absolutely win this game, but I tend to agree with you. This feels like a tight field goal game. The thing you got to watch here is which quarterback is gonna give it away. One of these or both of them, like Mateer, we saw it against Michigan, right? Like,
yeah,
both of them are going to have to protect the ball. I think Auburn is probably going to roll with that little Haynes King, like get him in the ice tub for the next 6 days, because I think it could be effective. Especially Oklahoma defense that is very good, aggressive. Like that could work in their favor. So all right, so you are riding. We'll still do the ride or die. You are riding with this. All right, TCU -7 versus SMU. I am just not a big believer in SMU. That game against Baylor stuck with me because Baylor turned it over a bunch. They tried to shoot themselves in the foot. They came back and won. I think this SMU defense is a mess. I think TCU is a legit Big 12 threat as long as their quarterback doesn't turn the ball over. I think they're going to house SMU, quite honestly.
So we're in agreement.
All right. Again.
Wow. This is.
Don't worry. It won't lie.
I don't know. I don't know if you saw. I mean, all of our picks for our video tomorrow we're on the same side. I looked and I was like,
no, and this is not forced. We're not doing this.
No.
We don't do this for content. Texas Tech +3 versus Utah. I like Texas Tech.
So do I.
This is a really interesting line. And I hate betting against Utah at home. I also hate betting against mobile quarterbacks like this. It's like betting a wrestler in UFC against a wrestler. Like, they're going to take him down and just kind of lay there. This quarterback up here is legit. Like, he could play. Yeah. They did not look great for a while against Wyoming. I think just Texas Tech is ready to kind of do the thing with TCU. I think those two teams are ready to break out this week. I think they've got a quarterback as well in Morton that can play. I still don't necessarily trust Utah. What the hell did we take from that week 1 win against UCLA? UCLA sucks.
Yeah.
Right? So, okay, they did it. They deserve credit for that. But, like, we know how this goes, right? We've seen LSU and Clemson kind of go through a very similar reckoning. I like Texas Tech in this one to win outright.
So do I, but it is going to be a very close game. It is going to come down to, like, a field goal or something crazy, like a mishandled snap and a point. Like, it is going to be insane. I'm ready.
I am ready too. No, this week of college football is super fun. Not necessarily 1 versus 7 or 3 versus 10, but like the undercard matchups are really, really good. All right.
Yes.
We're getting back on the Duke bandwagon.
Oh boy, are we?
Well, I am. Duke versus North Carolina State. Duke is a 3-point favorite. Now they're 3.5, depending on where you look. I did get this bet in at 3. They fucking crushed my soul a couple of weeks ago against Illinois.
Crushed me against Tulane.
They just, for a smart program, they do some really dumb shit.
Dumb things.
Mensa, though, is very good. Protects the football. I don't think NC State is all that good. This is a game that I started feeling like, well, how's Duke favored against anybody? Now, look, they played Illinois. They played Tulane. These are not bad teams. I like them to get right here.
Yeah, Manny Diaz caught something while at Penn State, I think, and brought it to Duke. The inability to just figure it out. Like, I just get so irritated. But, I will ride with you on that. So I'm riding also by the way, I didn't say for Texas Tech. Yes, I'll go with you on that. I might be following all of your bets here.
I actually know that is not the case. Because I think I've seen your picks for this week, and I believe
Illinois, Indiana
-4.5 versus Illinois. Or I just noticed a typo in my locks, by the way. I wrote in this lock Indiana -4.5 versus Indiana, which I like because you can't lose, right?
So I think Illinois is going to win a little bit bigger than what the spread is. So yes, we differ.
But Indiana is favored. I mean, Indiana is a 4.5 point favorite here. So
okay, well, I think Illinois is going to win then.
You like Illinois?
I didn't realize they were favored.
This is the thing. This is what's fucking me up a little bit. Indiana is a 4.5 to 5.5 point favorite.
Because it's at home?
It's at home. I mean, they've looked good too. Like they have. They got a good defense.
Yeah, but I think Altmaier, I don't know. I think they're going to win by quite a bit. I think they're going to cook that defense a little bit.
I think both defense are getting cooked. Like,
okay.
It's a fun game though. Like that is another really, really good game. Those are the 5. If you want, I have North Carolina opinions. I have Colorado opinions. Although I did that before, of course, they decide they're going back to their original starting quarterback. I think Deanna's got to just take a little chill here, whatever. It's not going to change my bet. For the rest of them, go to the website, the Cheerport or the app. Young kids go to the app. Olds like me go to the website. Right?
Olds like me.
Do you go to app or do you still go to websites? Like, do you still
I mean, I do check our web because our programming for web and app is different. So I check on the things.
That's your job. So you have to.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So no, I wouldn't be using the website if I was not working. I don't think. I don't know. I am on desktop quite a bit though. I think it's just because it is my job and I look everything up on my computer.
All right. Random shit.
What do you got for us this week?
So my wife's hand is not broken.
Update. We need a health update.
Stitches are out. Hand's not broken. So that's very, very good. So that's it. I'll put a pin in that. Very good. Positive on that front. I've got a funny one though. So the last 3 consecutive nights in a row, I have had a different child sleep in my bed. This is the first time in years. So night 1 was my middle son, Jack. Night 2 is Cameron. Then night 3, Olivia, my daughter, who haven't seen that in a while. So the second night though, now this sounds terrible, but it's got a funny undertone. So let me just make sure everybody knows. Cameron comes in crying. And I go, oh man, what's wrong? It's 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, these kids now, I was used to this. He's like, I had a terrible dream. And I was like, well, what happened? He's like, Mom and Jack died. I'm like, oh my God, that's a horrible dream. I go, well, what happened to you? And now I'm trying to make light of it. He goes, well, I was doing an obstacle course. It's like,
you're trying not to laugh. You're like, buddy.
Yeah. And I go, well, what happened to me? He's like, well, you were fine. And then I just did Nux. I go, well, brother, then we should go to bed. Boom. Down he went. There you go. But kids, have you, I have had some weird dreams lately, but not like that. Do you have dreams that you had that have sat with you? Not to turn this into a serious thing, because this was funny. You
don't know the answer to this question that I'm about to say, which is so funny because I am the most vivid dreamer and I wake Nick up at least once a week because I had a bad dream.
Oh, Jesus.
I dream about the craziest stuff. And it's not even just specific to when I'm drinking. It's I also watch the news. So I am exposed to those things. When I am stressed, the first 3 weeks of college football stressed me out beyond all belief this year, just because we had a lot going on BR wise. And when I am stressed, my dreams are so vivid and I dream about the weirdest stuff. People that I haven't spoken to in ages, I will dream about. I honestly wish I could do some form of dream study. You write all your dreams down and someone goes through it and tells you what it all means. Probably would make me have more bad dreams, honestly, if I knew what those things meant. But I am the craziest dreamer. I also have crazy good dreams too. But I do wake Nick up. Sorry, for those that are not watching on YouTube.
I'm coughing.
Kramer's
I'm coughing excessively. Well, I have.
This is the second time I've gotten really into a story and you started coughing.
I'll give you. I also good dreams. I don't have good dreams.
I have good dreams as well, but I honestly wake Nick up so much to be I had a bad dream. Just come closer, come here. And I am such a toddler when it comes to those things. I am a child. I need to ask my mom actually, if I was a kid who came into her room a lot, because I remember doing that, but I don't think it was because of dreams. I just think I didn't like to be alone. It's so different thing. But I genuinely, the dreams that I have are so bizarre. And I remember a lot of them too.
In my normal day job, right? I work for the YouTube subscribers. We help make Golden Tea, right? We have supply chain issues right now. There's a specific part that we cannot get. We're getting it, but like this harkens back to COVID days. And these are really stressful because it's like you're trying to keep things going.
Yeah.
The other night, I had a dream that I was sitting in a room in a lawn chair surrounded by this part. Like, okay. And then it disappeared. Like it just vanished. And then I'm standing around like, oh my God, where'd it go?
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not.
No. The
and
dreams
I woke
that I've
up
had
like
about
horrified.
Like football, the football dreams that I have, not real life. Like who was it that I woke up? No, it was Urban Meyer at Ohio State. I woke up at like 4 a.m. my time, because I obviously live on the West Coast. And the news broke about him being gone at Ohio State.
Yes.
And I literally woke up. It's the most bizarre thing. Like I will wake up and like be dreaming about whatever. I remember vividly having a Derek Carr injury dream and that being like a real thing. And I'm like, I don't even cover the NFL. Like, why am I just like dreaming about football? There's a lot of football things that I dream about. And it's mostly due to stress. I know that's why.
So
I need to calm down. I do meditate and try to relax, but I need to do it before bed, honestly. I do it in the morning.
By the way, I woke up to tie a bow on this. So all 3 kids in the room, 2 of them are decent sleepers in the bed. Jack it's not. It's like sleeping with a feral like tiger. Yeah. And I wake up and he is sideways and his head is like on my hip. And there's a cat. My cat sleeps like on my pillow, and the other one was sitting like on him, and I just am like sweating, like in a tomb.
You also have back problems, so like
I'm just in a tomb of things that I no, this is not. I need to put in like an additional like emergency cot. That's just like if there's a kid here, because normally I'll just bounce around to the other beds. I mean that is what I do. Is if somebody comes in. But Olivia's bed is the only one I like really like.
Yeah.
That's the only bed that I'm like, all right, the other 2 are
You got to get like an extendo bed. You need the California King.
Well, we are looking at getting a new bed, and this is part of the conversation is like that we need to account for the tomfoolery, right? Like that is part of this.
Also, just so funny, I used to like not be able to sleep with people like touching me. Like I just like do not
fuck that.
Be in my physical space. Now I like have trouble sleeping without Nick, and I'm like, what happened to me? What happened to me? The good old days where I was in the center of my own queen bed. Now I have a king bed, and I'm like scooting closer and closer to a human furnace who like literally makes me sweat in while I'm sleeping because he's so warm. But I like have to like make sure he's there just in case I have a bad dream. Like, what is happening? What is happening? No, I turned soft.
But that's cute. Like that's you'll see. Eventually, you'll just be a miserable.
Eventually, I will.
Sleep. Yeah. You'll be a broken soul. Like
I know that I'm gonna be like, those parenting books, like, don't let them sleep in your bed. Don't let them do this. Put them back in their own room. Like, no, I just am not. There's just no. I'm such a sucker. There's just no way. There's no way. I mean, I remember my mom let me sleep in her bed when I like would like have bad dreams or like want to do whatever. Also, when my brother was born, I didn't want to be away from like him.
Yeah.
And so when he was sleeping in her room, like I used to sleep on the floor because I wanted to be there too. Like I didn't want to miss that part. My mom's like, you're the worst FOMO then, because I was like, he's here. I want to be here too. So like I don't miss anything. And also I can help if you want. Like my mom's like, go to sleep.
It's no, but I don't know why I thought of that. That is very random shit. That was actually fun random shit. That was like deep depth to our random
now
shit.
Now you all know that I have bad dreams. So send me really positive things late at night.
I'm dreaming about parts of the Golden Tea machine. Fucked up,
you're dreaming in like a video game. Like you're literally in a video game. Like what is the?
It
like a Spy Kids. It feels like a Spy Kids dream.
Surrounded by parts, and they just vanish.
Have your kids watched the Spy Kids movies? By the way,
no, I don't think so. We're going
You're
through
kind of failing them as a parent.
We're going through the Marvel gauntlet right now, and it's actually kind of fun. Like,
yeah, but wait a minute. They haven't seen Spy Kids?
I don't think so. I don't know if I've seen Spy Kids.
What?
We definitely have not watched Spy Kids.
You've never seen the Spy Kids movies?
I don't think so.
Your kids will love those movies.
I feel like this perfectly summarizes like the the difference in age gap.
I don't care. There is a slight difference. We're very slight.
The medium difference. It's not huge.
We're under a decade.
I have a buddy I work with, and I think he's 6 years older than me. And and it's funny, every once in a while we have one of these things that like we just kind of missed.
I figured this is one for the Gen Zers who listen to our podcast.
Oh, of which
I had that with Nick literally yesterday, and he's 3 years younger than I am. But he's like really close to that millennial Gen Z line. He noticed, he knew who Miranda Cosgrove was, and she was in iCarly, and he was like, yeah, that was on Nickelodeon. My brother watched iCarly. I did not watch iCarly, and I was like, wait a minute. So you obviously would not get this reference, but no. I was surprised that he was watching iCarly 3 years younger than I am, and that was a show for my brother versus like I did not watch that show. I knew my brother watched it, but I was like, okay, let's not talk about this anymore.
This is a foreign language. This is truly
iCarly.
That's
fair.
Which is all good.
It's a foreign language kind of to me. It was the generation that's like right after me. But I cannot believe your kids have not seen Spy Kids. You have to watch Spy Kids. All three of them. I think there's 3 movies.
We're gonna put that on the list. I am looking.
I gotta look. How many Spy Kids? How many
Spy
Kids movies are there? I'm so sorry. There were 4, but I think the 4th one, did that have them in it? No. The one made in 2023, you don't need to watch that. That's not related. There were 3. Spy Kids 2, that one, and then the 3D Game Over. That's why. That's why you got to watch it, because it's about like a video game, being in a video game.
I'm in.
I might watch the Spy Kids. Are they on Disney? Like, I'm trying to figure out.
They gotta be.
But was it Disney? I can't remember if it was Disney or not.
Well,
HBO Max to rent or purchase.
Night, as I was watching locks or editing, that's why I wrote Indiana versus Indiana. I had on Children of Men. This is a hard pivot. Have you ever seen the movie Children of Men?
No.
It's one of the more depressing movies.
Okay.
In the world. Like, it's great. I haven't seen it in many years.
Wait, when I looked it up, it said Children of the Corn.
Well, that's also, it's where women can no longer have children. Like, this is in the future in London, and it's actually very, very good. Clive Owen is in it. Michael Caine is in it. Julianne Moore. It's great, but it is really. So I went to bed and had weird dreams too, because I watched this very downer movie. Okay, I need to stop doing that.
Something I did leave out is that I don't watch or listen to like true crime podcasts. Like, my friends love that stuff, or like documentaries about that stuff. They know in the group chat when they send something like that, they're like, Paige, this isn't for you. We know this isn't for Paige. This is not a Paige thing. Because they know that I will literally not watch it because I will have bad dreams about it. So that's how sensitive I am. That's why I live in my
college football cocoon.
College football and cheesy rom-com bubble. Hallmark movie bubble.
Today was college football and an hour on the nose and a little therapy. So anything else before we leave?
No, I have to go get new tires, so I got to go adult.
Adulting sucks. Never grow up.
It really does. There's just never, there's always something. There's always something on the to-do list.
I have to go pick up a kid from flag football, and my wife's out all night, so I have to parent, which is...
Wow. She's actually out with the girls?
No, it's PTO meetings, some shit.
It
is my anniversary today, though.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Wow. What did you... I know you guys did the weekend a few weekends ago. To celebrate, right?
I haven't seen, like, I'm not going to see her till 9 o'clock at night. So, she is not a big flowers person.
No. Cards. You gotta be cards. I love a good card.
I am a writer, so I like to write.
That's what I'm saying. Get a card though that's cute.
Like, you choose, I choose you, like that.
Oh, wow,
that's reference.
Wow, that was okay. Well, that
reference?
definitely is something that I would. then I would have picked out that card. I think I have one here. Nick will not see this because it's at the very end. I think it says like I utterly love you, and it's like 2 otters.
Okay, so
like there's things like that. I have one that I got him. I get him a card every start of the college football season, the high school football season. And this one, it was like "You're great," and it was like cheese with a cheese grater on it. Like I love those.
So the choo.
So grateful.
Yeah, there will be a subset of people that understand that Simpsons reference that will find it funny. Most will be like, "What is he talking about?" So I do have to figure something out, which I'll do here momentarily. We're gonna scramble. We'll put it together. We'll piece something together. Like that's
what the kids make something and then like write on it.
They're so lazy after school. No, this is me. This is just going to be, it's 3rd and short. Okay. The end zone is what we're going to do. Okay. And we're going to just Haynes King this thing, right?
I was going to say Haynes King, or are you chucking it up to Zachary Rich? Like, no.
We're Haynes King in this.
Haynes King in it. Okay.
We're going to be stumbling to the sideline, but we're going to get it done. And speaking of done, we are done. For Kramer and Paige, we'll talk to you guys next week.